What's up, and welcome to Around with the Boys podcast. On this show, we talk about life, sports, business, and all the cool shit in between. I'm your host, James Rackley, and along with me as always is my co-host,
Johnny Dunleavy.
Mr. Johnny Dunleavy. So sit back, relax, crack you a cold one, and enjoy the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the sound of Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Friday. We are back with episode 36 of Around with the Boys. We are joined today by Scarecrow again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, welcome back, guys.
And our first-time guest, Evan Royds Rhodes.
Happy to be here.
Hell yeah, long-time listener, though.
Long time.
From the start. I love it.
We are live again on Twitch, twitch.tv/AroundWTheBoys. Around W The Boys is also our social media handle on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
Follow, like, subscribe, listen to the pod, watch the video on YouTube. I mean, do it all, like it all, comment. You know how it is. You know, like your boy Josh says. You follow this kid named your boy Josh on Instagram?
No.
He's like 12 or 13, real Southern kid. He's pale as shit, chubby kid. He's like, it's your boy Josh here. You know what to do, like, comment, and follow. But dude, he's killing it.
Good for him.
Thousands and thousands
Maybe
of
we can
followers.
get him on the fucking podcast.
Yeah, I don't know if his mom would go for that, but that's all right. How you guys doing this week?
Had a pretty good week. I went up to Charlotte earlier this week. Got stormed on most of the time I was there, but it was a good visit. And then came back as my last week of fun employment before I start my new job. So I've been trying to enjoy laying low a little bit.
I was going to ask you about that. Are the rumors true? Have you signed on with the Scarecrow?
Yeah, I have. The transfer was completed.
Dude, yeah, and now we got you both here, you know?
It's crazy.
Scarecrow, you traveled down here. Unfortunately, you see, usually Scarecrow comes with his bottle of,
It's here. He just hasn't.
No.
Yeah,
he made a pit stop.
Yep, my honey hole was not hot today.
What was it, Blanchard's or whatever? What do you like?
Yeah, Blanton's. Blanton's would be nice.
Blanton,
Yeah,
whatever. I don't drink liquor.
Blanton's, Weller's, C.H. Taylor, any of the good stuff.
Oh, you went to the one next to the Country Kitchen.
Oh, you know.
You just monkey shoulder.
Oh, dude. I know.
Monkey shoulder. That's a liquor?
Hey, I'll be honest. That
Wow.
Country Kitchen looked good.
What do you mean?
Have you never? You've never
You
eaten
never
it?
eaten it?
No, I've never had it.
Bro, we told you.
I know.
Anytime I go that direction, I'm stopping there and
Have you
eating
ever
that
eaten it?
sausage and egg biscuit.
Which one?
It's at the Lake Walk.
Lake
Okay,
Walk-
so when you're going to
yeah.
Charlotte, it's like 42 miles. And there's like a Lake Waccamaw, turn left. And there's like a little turn in, and you take a left off 74.
Yeah.
And there's a gas station. And then next to that, in the gas station, there's like this Country Kitchen. That you can get food, biscuits, whatever. Next to it, there's like a sporting goods store.
It's a gun store.
Gun store, yeah.
And then
an ABC store. I mean, literally,
You have
Stop
it
and Shop.
all
It's a
in
honey
one.
hole.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever seen it or stopped by.
Do you-
Next
yourself-
time you drive to Charlotte in the morning, you
Yeah.
need to stop and get yourself a biscuit. Get
That's a
breakfast.
fact.
I did
Yeah,
see
all
it.
right.
It looked
I
good.
will.
Like they straight up old school like tickets that you write on. Like that's how you order. And it's just like these old ladies in there, and they're like, "All right, coming right up." And they walk back there and make it fresh for you, dude. It is the jam.
Yeah.
It is the fucking jam.
Those little hole in the wall spots always have the best food.
Facts.
Mad at myself. I missed it.
Yeah. Don't
What's
drop the
that,
ball. like
that
that
meme
again.
where they have the board with the sticker letters? It's like when the menu's written out on this thing, you know the food's gonna be fire.
Dude, that's
Dude, that's exactly
it.
that's well done.
exactly-
They have
Well
one of
done.
those too.
Hell, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That is exactly it, man. This weekend in Wilmington, the Azalea Festival is happening, which is probably Wilmington's main thing, right? I mean,
I'd
that's probably
say
the
so.
biggest event
Yeah.
that we have here.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, they used to have the damn, the pro golf tournament here back in the day, like, way back in I'm talking 50s,
Yeah, way
early
back.
60s. But I'm just saying, it all derives from that
There's a
Azalea.
racetrack here too.
It was wild when it came back a couple years ago, and they had it up at Eagle Point. Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a good time.
That was an awesome time.
We attended that. But Azalea Festival. So it usually takes place in April. Obviously, they had to delay it with whatever the hell is going on in this world. Garden Party
Yeah.
is happening as we speak.
Yeah, so we kind of touched on that last week. The garden party is basically it's a big-ass fancy party where people get shit-tanked and basically Kentucky Derby attire.
Yeah. And like, listen, you can get lucky in April and have like some good weather, and it's enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Today it is 96 degrees, 100% humidity. Fucking miserable.
Count me out of that.
Dude, for real. I don't care. You can give me all the top shelf liquor in the world. It's not worth
and like I
sweating your
said
balls
the
off.
last time, the food that is served, it's all fancy, but the food is fucking Jackson's Big Oak Barbecue. And it's like, dude, you got to sit there and shovel that shit in you.
Well, yeah, and now it's hot as shit and probably just covered in flies.
Dude. Oh, my God.
How do you think I wish we had a live camera.
Honestly,
Of the
like,
garden party right
I
now.
kind of wish I had a free ticket and I could just show
We
you
had to-
guys what's
hey,
happening.
we had
Like,
to do
all right.
that. We had to do that one year. Sneak
Yeah.
in there like the day or the week before and stick a GoPro or something up in there, like a remote camera or hunting camera, and
Dude.
just see like.
I tell you what, you'd see a lot of people that,
Yeah.
Mr. Clean doing
Right.
real bad shit. That's
Right.
what you'd see.
Oh, my God.
It is
They
still-
probably get really mad if they found it.
Hell yeah, dude.
It is still a good time, though.
No,
And,
no, it's an excellent time.
And
No.
it's held at the Azalea
Yeah,
Gardens and
Early
everything.
Gardens.
Early
Yeah,
Gardens,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
It
beautiful
is
area,
gorgeous.
and it's a great place to network. But yes, I mean, it does get
Yeah.
wild.
But all I'm saying is,
Yeah.
like,
Dress
this year,
up
like,
nice,
this is the
it's
first
fun.
time ever that it's literally, like, the hottest part of the summer.
Oh, that's true. It was
as
on,
opposed to, like, the first week in April or whatever when it usually is.
we went to it that year of my birthday when it was on my birthday.
Yeah, so it's towards the end of April.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
then
Yeah.
well, the beginning of April.
Those
that-
reenactors that wear the wool suits, they're lucky that those got taken out this year because they would be just dying of heat
Yeah,
stroke
you
out
talking
there.
about the
the Confederate or
the cadets?
Yeah,
Yeah, they come up from the Citadel and they do their little march.
right. And they wear the old school like wool
Yeah.
uniforms. And
Yeah.
they're just out there sweating even
Yeah.
in April.
It's kind of crazy. It's like, so when it used to be the normal Azalea thing, they had those cadets and then they had the Azalea bells and
Right.
they'd like walk them
Right.
out. And it was like this whole traditional Southern shit. You know what I'm saying? But like those cats, I'm not going to lie to you. It's always impressive to see, like, because they were about it, like you say, wool. And they're sweating their ass off, but they are still to
Oh,
the
yeah.
letter doing their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you get to see or get a chance, like I was in D.C. at the grave of the unknown or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, the
Unknown
soldier.
Yeah.
That's one of those badass things you can ever see.
And seeing that dude do the, like, when the clock hits 30 or whatever and
Right.
does his little routine,
Yeah.
the most intense, like honorable shit you could ever see. I just suggest if y'all go to DC at any point in your life, all you rounders out there, go check that out, and you're gonna have some serious respect for that shit.
Yeah, you have to, and they never leave. It
Nope.
doesn't matter what. I mean, the famous or video was from the hurricane that hit there,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago. My man's is out there, and it's blowing like 60.
Fucking
It's raining sideways, and he's just
Yeah.
out there just
doing his shit.
doing his shit. And they never drop the gun.
Fuck no, they don't drop the gun, dude. Like, nah,
They,
man.
never,
rule
they
number
spin
one.
that thing,
Yeah.
dude. Like, I'd be terrified if I was out there.
Yeah.
I just don't have the balls to like.
But anyway, that shit. Just seeing that if y'all go up to DC.
Are they doing the river walk? This so Azalea Festival is like it's a week long thing, right? And then
Yeah, it's like 8 or 9 days, I think.
Well, they're doing that the little street fair
the street fair
or
yeah.
whatever. That's coming up soon. I think it's early August because Devin was doing that.
right?
They split all the events off this year because they couldn't have it all at one time. So now I remember the concerts are like later this year, and then we've got this going on now, and then the street
Yeah.
fair. In a few
Oh,
weeks.
really? So
Yeah.
wait, the only thing going on this weekend is garden party?
As far as I'm aware.
Oh,
Well, and
because I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, they're gonna have GRiZ, which we'll get to in a 2nd,
Mhm.
downtown in the middle of like the fucking riverfront like festival.
no,
'Cause
I don't
they
think the
closed
festival's
roads down.
happening this
It's not this
They're
weekend.
not doing that.
No,
All right,
no,
okay.
that's why I said I think it's later.
Cool. That was tripping. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
they're
You
fucked.
imagine traffic down there if that was going
That'd
on?
be
Everyone would have to
gnarly.
walk to get to GRiZ.
Well, yeah, because they close all the roads.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd have to walk miles.
all right, I'm glad they didn't fuck that one up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Surprising.
the poor man's garden party
Yeah.
is also happening at Dockside. So if you're not from Wilmington, never been to Wilmington, yeah, Dockside is on the water towards Rice Beach, and it's popping. I mean, every garden party takes place literally
Yeah.
a mile down the
Yeah.
road.
And once
They're
garden
on the
party's
side.
over, you stumble down there to the dock, and then you get more drunk.
Correct.
And then if you're there as a spectator just having a good time, you might have the off chance of seeing somebody in a full-fledged suit or a woman in a dress fall right in the water. Right in the
Every
water.
year, almost every year. It's
Yeah,
just like
dude.
clockwork.
Never
It's
And
great.
it is the funniest shit in the world.
Yeah, that's like a lock of the year. Like
Yeah.
slam that bet.
Because,
Will
I mean,
someone
it's a
fall in
cool
the
thing because we
Yeah,
have
if that was
buddies.
in Vegas.
water. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we have buddies used to, like, you pull your boat up to the dock, and we'd be partying at dockside, but they'd come up and have their boat with beers and everything else in it, and, like, you just partying the whole time,
Yeah.
going back and forth like that.
Yeah, Mr. Jeff and his dad, right? Shout out Jeff, he listens.
Yeah.
They would go the night before, so they would go Thursday night. They would take their boats there Thursday night and get dinner there and drink and be like, "Oh, we're too drunk, right? You have to leave the boats." and so they already locked down the dock spots.
Strategery.
Very strategic.
Hey, look, you got to, man.
You got to. But that shit is a blast, dude.
Hell yeah.
Are you guys going today?
Yeah.
All three of y'all?
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Jimmy.
I'm on the fence.
I'm going later, like
I'll
after
pull the
5, like 5-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy's coming. I'll pull the friend card. He's coming.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
We'll probably miss the person falling in
Branch
the water.
coming.
But we'll
I don't-
get there.
No,
for some fun
that
stuff.
might be when they write fault.
You think that's prime time?
Yeah, prime time, dude.
Yeah. I wish I could go, but
Like
that's all right.
way after lunch.
I feel like I usually see it around
food.
3.
Nah, I heard that. But hey, and it did get us thinking. We'd love to know what whoever wherever you live out there in Rounderville. What's y'all's special event in the summer? Like, what do y'all have going on?
Yeah, like what's your? I mean, we're literally known. I think there's like a sign when you come here. It's like
Since Azalea Fest.
yeah. Welcome to Wilmington, NC, home of the Azalea Fest.
Yeah, but Evan brought up the idea of like asking what y'all got going
Right,
on
yeah,
because
so-
I think it'd be cool if y'all have something cool if we go out there
Fuck yeah.
and do a show, like experience it and do a show whatever your home fest is, no matter what it is.
Yeah, if it was in driving distance. Because I know I've heard some other ones in North Carolina. There's one that's like a strawberry festival that's like an hour away
That's
or
Burgaw.
something like that. Is it Burgaw? Okay.
Or the blue? No, that's Blueberry Festival.
Blueberry, yeah.
And there's, I swear I've heard of a strawberry ones. There's all kinds of stuff.
All
Yeah,
kinds.
there's festivals, and I'm not just saying North Carolina. So whatever, I'm down to travel, meet people, and then do some shows on the road.
Yeah, English
we've
English
driven.
pub beer festival. Let us know.
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
You used to have Beer Fest, right, down here? Or
Oh yeah, they
we
still
used to-
have that.
Well, yeah. So that's just put on by Lighthouse. Well, there's
Okay,
two of them
yeah.
now. There's one in the summer and one in the
Yeah,
winter.
yeah. We used
Cape
to go to
Fear
that.
Beer and Wine does the wintertime one,
Yeah.
which is in the convention center, which is like, yeah, it's a beer
Well,
fest. It's
what
a
I'm
good time.
yeah, I mean that's fun. But I'm saying like to the point of like Azalea Fest, that's a hometown
Right.
party
yeah,
deal,
yeah,
like
right,
a
like
hometown
more
theme.
significance.
So I'd
Yeah.
like to visit somebody else's hometown theme
For sure.
Right.
Correct. Like
And
our
it-
taxpayer money's
Yeah, and
Going
get,
to
like,
Yeah.
go get drunk on their
hell yeah.
celebration.
Experience what they got to offer and shit. Like check out
Yeah.
the scenes and whatnot. That
Find
shit's
those
cool.
funnel cakes.
Fuck. Yeah, who's got the best funnel cakes?
That's one I could go on, a funnel cake tour.
That'd be sick, dude.
It'd be dangerous for your jeans though.
Dude, who cares? like, dude, you know what I mean? Out of all the so-called danger we're facing today, I'd eat a funnel cake like a million times over.
Extra powdered sugar.
Yeah, all the time.
The fire.
They make the best ones up in Carowinds in Charlotte. They'll put like Nutella, bananas, strawberries, just anything you
So
want.
you get
Like
too much?
no, you can just like they have just a menu of items and you can just put whatever you
Damn.
want on it, build it.
See, I'm used to the old county fair joint.
Just the
You
regular.
go
Oh,
up
I like
there,
the old
slap
powdered
that thing
sugar
on a
ones.
paper
Yeah.
plate,
No,
and you
I
get
know,
some
I
powder
know.
on that
Dust it.
shit.
They just
Sometimes it's paper towels, man. You can get a plate.
yeah,
Yeah.
paper
Here you go.
towels.
Here's the
Paper
paper. Here's the
towels.
paper grease on it.
Yeah, and then you go on a ride and throw up.
Then you
like,
get another. What's it? The oaken bucket you spin around.
yeah.
Hey, did y'all catch the viral video of the fair up in Michigan from like 2 weeks ago?
Oh
The
yeah.
fucking ride.
Oh my
No.
god. I
Started
don't trust
shaking.
carnies putting
It
stuff
started
together.
shaking, dude. Like the foundation of it, like the anchors came up, and the front of the ride was tipping up, and then like 20 people ran up and grabbed the railing to try to hold it down while it stopped.
Yeah, they were trying
There's
to
people on
counterweight
the
it.
ride, and the thing is about to tip backwards.
They couldn't stop it. It was one of those momentum things, and so
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
a big ass.
Oh,
weighted
it's the
pendulum.
boat thing that goes back and
It's
forth?
like
Kinda
a
like
huge
that.
It's
pendulum.
like a pendulum.
Yeah,
it's a
and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was swinging around, and the front
Holy
moorings came
shit.
loose. So instead of just going this way, it starts tilting back and forth like the other axis
Holy
too. And so
shit.
then John's talking about, people just start piling on the front to try to hold it down. It was the freakiest.
Yeah.
thing.
Dude, good for those people to have the wherewithal to
Well,
do
it's
that.
either you try to help, or you watch a disaster.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, good for them. To
No, yeah, no, I'm glad they
Yeah.
they
Hey,
was it fight or flight?
Yeah, fight or flight.
Yeah, you kick into that other.
Good God, man, I can't, because those rides, I'm not gonna lie, those are fun. You know, because that boat goes up high. Or
Yeah.
the one I'm talking about, it was always like a pirate thing. It was like a
No, I
boat.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
you
the
get on that
Viking boat.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit goes up, and you're like, oh my God, you know.
Well,
Yeah, I
constantly
know.
that.
I
They
never-
used to have that one here.
But when it comes to a county fair, these cats travel around with this equipment.
Carnies.
Yeah, little carnies, man. All these little screws falling off these things, going down the road.
They're not picking
and-
them up.
Yeah.
Hell
They don't
no.
give a fuck.
Don't
dude.
trust
hell
the
no.
carny.
Small,
Hey, listen.
small hands.
Listen, they're
Smells
crazy
like
shit
cabbage.
too.
You
They're
know,
crazy
you know
shit.
what movie that's from?
Uh,
Austin Powers.
So like y'all had the county fair
From
here,
last
right?
week, just carrying it over. What?
Y'all had the county fair here, like down on Carolina Beach Road.
Oh hell yeah! It was,
Right? It was,
across
like,
from Echo Farms.
Legit,
I remember that,
right?
yep.
Legit size.
as a kid.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. We had one in my little town of Mendham. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just imagine the difference in companies from the one that came here to the one that came
Yeah.
to my little town of
Yeah,
like 8,000 people.
it's probably
And
the same company.
You know, like the big slide, the big yellow slide that has like there's like 3 things, and you like sit on like the burlap sack.
Oh yeah.
And it's like down the side. Well, so when they would set it up, right, we would always sneak on that motherfucker like during the day, and we'd be riding our bikes, right, Heart of Zippo 99 Chrome Special, shout out. And you're like, all right, you guys ready? And we'd buzz around the corner, and it was at the park right in the middle of town. And we'd come around the corner and dump the bikes and like hop the fence, and we'd sprint to the top of this slide down it, dude. And the carnies would be in the trailers.
Yeah.
And they'd see us doing it, but there was on the other side. And like as you're going down, you could see them like coming out of the trailer, and they're like, "Hey, fuck you!" And we would just run. They were like little menaces, like
Dude. But there's like no better feeling when you're a kid. You getting that rush from doing it when you're not supposed to, and going down the slide, and then running.
And then, dude,
my God.
once you get
Adrenaline.
back to
Yeah.
your bike, dude, no fucking chance that
Yeah.
they're catching you.
Hell no.
Because you know where all the trails are too, right? Like
Yeah,
tiny
no, it's
town.
a done deal.
And your adrenaline's just flying.
I'm out. I've been
Like,
waiting for
that's
this
the kind
moment.
of shit that I remember like vividly.
Yeah, we used to do
When I
that
was
down
10
the
years old.
Oceanic with water balloons. We had a water balloon launcher, and we would just send it in from a couple accesses away, and then
Yeah.
take off.
That's
Up onto the pier.
Yeah, hit the people that were eating.
Oh, no.
We had the cops called on us a few times. Like
I
actually
bet you-
running from the
hell
cops up
yeah.
in there too. It was.
I believe it,
we
man.
were
Damn.
bored in high school. Too bored for our own good.
Hell, man.
What kind of did you do any mischief?
Oh yeah, I did plenty of mischief in high school, man. Plenty of shit. Blew up some shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we don't need to go into all of it. But
I
Not
got
a terrorist.
Statute of limitation.
I
I'm
got,
about to say,
in,
not
I
a
got
terrorist, but-
into like an egging phase.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's not good. You can get. I got in trouble for that. I hit
Yeah,
I
you-
hit a cop car with an egg one time by accident.
Cop car.
Undercover cop car, and he like I was like 7. I mean like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know just like and he's like took me inside. Hey, your kid just hit my car with an egg. Why don't you get him under control?
I had the same thing.
And
happen to
also
me.
grab a fucking bucket and a hose and come out here and fucking clean that shit.
It
hell
wasn't
yeah.
a cop car.
To be
but-
fair, he didn't even make me clean it up. He just brought me inside and got my ass spanked for that. But
yeah, well, no,
Whatever.
just kid
Yeah.
shit, man. I get it.
Yeah, that was awesome. On top of Garden Party, GRiZmas in July starts tonight. GRiZ is a DJ. If you've never heard of him, he's really good. He plays saxophone. He it's like a funk DJ. And we talked about it last week, how the beach show and all that stuff.
it's a sore subject.
It's a sore subject because we have found out yesterday that 2 days ago, whenever it was, that the beach show is actually fucking Sunday
Evening.
Sunday
Sunday
evening at 4:30.
Yeah.
What?
Not many people are showing up to that.
No, I guess maybe that's the point because it was getting too big last year. Maybe that was the problem.
Well,
or
and then
2
I was
years
thinking,
ago,
I was
but-
thinking Tide too now. So like it's gonna be dead high where he usually does it at 1:45 p.m. tomorrow
Yeah. So that would have helped out a lot.
for the boats, but not for him.
Yeah,
because
he
the
did-
beach would have been.
There
tiny.
wouldn't have been much space. Everyone would have been all up on top of each other. So
Yeah,
but
I mean,
there usually are. So I don't know what the problem with that would have been.
I just no excuses. Play like a champion. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it's
Get your ass out
deal
there
with it.
early.
Yeah, exactly.
If he would have said
everyone's gonna be at the
if
show.
he would have said Saturday
on Sunday.
morning 10 a.m. be there, it would have been popping.
Yeah, it would've
and then he
popped.
could have took a nap and got his ass up and did the other show later.
Same way we did
exactly
it,
what he
yeah.
did 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
And
Right.
I don't understand what's the difference. Like,
I don't.
people of Wilmington will be questioning.
I need to know. I truly need to know. Like, why was
yeah.
that decision?
Yo, I
made?
DM'd him. I was avid about it. I mean, obviously, I come down here every year for
I
that. I mean,
tweeted
that's
at
a
him
good time.
this
Yeah,
morning.
tweet it. Yeah, everything, bro.
Yeah,
It's
what's
like,
the
yo,
deal?
what's up, man? Give us an explanation.
Yeah.
Is there a private show? Hook us up with the invite.
Well, that's what Pat thinks. Pat thinks he got booked for a private
but-
show during the day on Saturday.
yeah, because
Yeah, but how-
Saturday's
What,
the
someone else
day.
locally here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like at like a fucking ballin' ass house, something like that. Like
could see that on
Zimmerman or some
Wrightsville.
shit. Yeah, you could see him getting paid
Oh yeah,
getting paid $10K to show up to someone's house.
Yeah,
and
for
play
sure.
a 2-hour set
absolutely.
while you're already here. It's like you don't have to pay for travel or anything. It's an extra easy $10K.
I mean, all he has to do is get it all pre-recorded. He didn't even have to do anything. He just sits there. and
that's
gets
my
paid.
thing. That's
Yeah.
my thing. He's just up there doing his little back and forth.
Right.
deal.
That's what he was.
Having a good time.
But dude,
vibing.
but he's already got the set made.
Yeah.
It's the
and
easiest
so-
job in the world.
So easy.
Right.
I mean, after you make it, of
Yeah.
course.
To be fair, after you're already
Like
yeah.
the performance that he puts on tonight, yes, and tomorrow night. Right. Tonight's like his super hard EDM shit. I'm gonna take a pass on that.
same.
Tomorrow
old
night,
stuff,
though,
though.
Tomorrow night's the old shit, and we're gonna be boogieing down hard. But like the set that he did on the beach 2 years ago, the first hour was like random other DJ stuff, and like it might have been pre-recorded, but then the second hour was just straight like classic 90s and 2000s hip hop mixed in with electronic music, and he was like literally DJing up there doing it,
Yeah.
and it was amazing.
Now that's
Yeah,
sick.
He's really good at it.
Yeah.
But I do understand what you get. They get paid a lot of money just to hit play.
No, I know, but when they do their little freestyle sets,
but
that's
when he was
that's
actually,
fucking sick.
like headphones on and like was pushing people away. And
Yeah.
for like 45 minutes just in the zone. That shit was awesome. I was like,
Yeah,
these
I was
dudes
there. I
kill
was there for I guess 4 years ago when it was there, and
Yeah.
respect because he did the same thing every time, and that's not easy.
it. Yeah,
But
we
it is
missed out.
very easy to take that quick payday. Hey, we'll have one
Yeah.
pre-recorded for a party and
Yeah.
get in there.
I'm just
Hell
saying,
yeah.
if you
just
like,
to say, just so that motherfucker says, "Oh, GRiZ
Yeah.
is playing at my crib."
yeah, it don't matter. I mean, he can be up there just spinning the knob that ain't real, just timing it like, cause he's a human too. He gets
True.
hungover. He parties too hard certain times. Just like any job, you're gonna slack sometimes. Shit.
Yeah, it's just like so confusing to me, and especially with the weathers too. Like, it's supposed to be
Man,
decent
he just-
tomorrow,
he don't wanna-
and then
he don't
like,
feel like doing a free concert.
Well, we'll see what his show. I mean, he's got the first show tonight, so we'll hear about that. And then, tomorrow he's got the second show. It'll be interesting to see.
So here's something for you. Like if you, so my brother's friend, I'm not gonna say who, but like he won some tickets to this thing, right? But instead he's just gonna. So basically, where do you? Is it fun enough to ditch a girl that you're like trying to date?
tonight,
Yeah,
no,
Not tonight.
not tonight.
Tomorrow night, yep.
Yeah,
Tomorrow night, the music will actually be like you can can
Legit.
sit there and be like, yeah, this is a good time. Like tonight, if you're not in the mood to party at like an electronica concert,
It's
don't
like heavy dubstep,
all right, cool. So
like on some psychedelic.
I know you listen, and it's all good, brother. Don't let them talk shit about you.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. Do your thing. Go get the girl, and then go Saturday night.
I think the biggest thing people can learn in life is they need to learn how to not give a fuck.
Yeah,
You
yeah, they
really
do. I mean, everybody struggles with that. I struggle with it
Certainly,
for sure.
certainly. But it's about finding, like, getting to that point where, like, fuck if I care.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I always think morbid subject, but at the end of the day, it's just gonna be you on that bed when you're dying. Like nobody's there to like party with you on the way out. It's just
God, heavy.
I know it's heavy, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, dude, it's Friday. Come on.
No, but I'm just saying that goes back to be what the fuck you want to be, bro. You know what I mean?
That's when I crack.
God dang, boys, I'm just saying that should motivate you. Like, say,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I feel you.
That's fair. So yeah, we'll check that out. We'll obviously be posting stories and shit. Y'all will catch that. Regardless, we had this plan to go on the boat tomorrow to go to the show and all that shit. We're still gonna fucking do it.
Doing it anyway.
Oh, of
Doing it
course.
anyway.
We're doing it anyway. We got some different drinking games we're gonna play out there.
Yep.
Which I kind of wanted to know, like, speaking on a thing, like a hometown deal, like we started doing the Polish horseshoes,
Yeah.
which became big after we started playing. Not saying we started it, and that's the whole thing where you got a PVC can on top and you throw a frisbee and you try to hit the can off the pole. Great game, and you have to be holding a drink while you're playing. Great game. I suggest all y'all play it out there. If you want to know the rules, DM us or whatever.
Yeah, I'll break it down for
We'll
you.
break it
Super
down
fun.
for you. Oh, it's a great
Yeah,
time.
I
best
recommend
game.
a bottle if you're on the beach though. It gets kind of windy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Very
sure.
true,
Or
yeah.
you put a little sand in there, do whatever
Well,
you got
true.
to do.
Yeah, you put
Yep.
sand.
Yep.
But
It's a great game because you play offense and defense.
so
Yeah.
like and so now this other game that we got, it's like a mix of cornhole and I don't know.
I haven't played it yet. I'm excited.
It's called
about it.
Ramp Up, right? So it looks like a little mini bike ramp with like a rectangle like at the top of it with a little net, and you're just trying to throw it in there.
Yeah.
But like while you're throwing, the person who plays beside you is trying to catch the rebound for an extra throw, and then your partner can catch the rebound of your throw for extra points. And there's some other shit you could do. You could slap it back and then dunk it for like points. I mean, all kinds of shit. But what got me going though, like, dude, again, all you rounders out there, if you have any interesting, crazy games that y'all are playing, let me know. Because my brother told me about this dice game where you throw the dice real high.
Oh yeah, beer dice. I used to play
Beer
that in
dice.
college, dude.
Yeah, but I
That's
didn't-
what?
we
I've never played it.
Yeah.
How does
Is
it
that
go?
where you have the pints on each corner?
Yeah, so you got to have big, like, we used to get, like, legit, like, the beer stains, the big, thick glasses, because if you get thin ones, the dice will
dice will
break
break,
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shower 'em, yeah.
And you have one on each corner, and you play on a long table. We played on one that was, like, 8 feet long, I think, and you're supposed to, the technical rule is you're supposed to throw it as high as the table is long.
Okay, so that's what I was asking. I was like,
High
how
as the
high do you
table's
have to
wow.
throw it?
You're supposed to throw it pretty high. Like, the rule is,
Yeah.
it's gentleman's, obviously. You're supposed to try to throw it twice as high as the table is long.
Okay.
And then so you throw it up in the air and you try to sink it in, obviously. If you sink it in, they have to scull their whole beer. And then so you technically have 4 drinks to finish.
Yeah.
So, like, if they throw it and they tink your glass, then
Mm-hmm.
you drink, like, you've got, 3 drinks to finish now, down to 2. And so
Yeah.
you can take your time, like, if you don't think that they're going to hit your glass, you don't have to drink your full beer.
Mm-hmm.
But if they land your dice in there, then you have to finish your full beer and it takes one away and you have to fill the beer back up.
Damn.
So the potential for getting really drunk really fast is there.
It's an interesting game.
Yeah, so that's.
I've never played it. I have seen videos of it, and that shit looks like the videos that people make where they're at like a frat party or whatever, and they're playing, and the dude like throws it sky high, and as it's coming down, they like slow mo it, and you see it just fucking swish, and everyone's like, "Oh!"
Yeah, everyone loses it for that.
I mean, yeah, of course, like that's the fucking.
So,
it does feel really good when you do that.
One of my favorite big drinking games is the one with the ping pong balls and the cups where you stack them. And you go next door, and if you get it on the first time, you can pass it wherever, and then you try to make the cup in the ball, and then you slam their cup, and then they have to grab one from the center. It's like Chandelier.
Oh, Chandelier, that's what the fuck it's
Bro,
called.
we
Where you
play
have
that,
like the 30 beers in the middle.
Yeah. For big
What?
groups, that's probably
For big
your
groups,
best
that shit
game.
is
I'm telling you, we
fun,
play
yeah.
that everywhere, and
So we have the cup in
everybody
front of
loves
you, just
that.
bounce a ping pong ball into your own cup.
So we just need
Yeah.
a table.
And
Yeah,
big
just a
ta-
table
big-
and solo
yeah.
cups.
Does
and
anybody
a
have
lot of
forgot
beer.
about that game.
Bro,
Hold on,
that's
hold on.
an
Does anybody
OG
have
game.
a fucking table?
Yes, I have a
Chandelier's
pop-up
nuts.
Virginia Tech table. I'll bring it.
That we could bring out there and do
Yep.
that
Oh,
shit?
yeah,
for
it
tomorrow?
folds
yeah,
up.
it gets wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets
It's
wild.
the VT table.
It gets
The one
wild.
that
Fuck
folds
yeah,
up
yeah,
like
yeah.
a suitcase.
Yeah,
let's
that's a good one.
bring that. That'd be fucking
I
intense.
would love to. And we'll get a sleeve of plastic cups.
Yep.
We'll have to play that early because we got to sober up before we drive those boats again because it'll get you.
I got a driver
True
tomorrow,
that.
bud.
Oh, well.
I got a boat driver.
Damn.
John,
We're paying them.
Well,
Yeah.
you were paying him, son.
Well, what can I say?
Yeah, well,
Balling.
you could.
Yeah.
GRiZ owes you $100.
I may be cheering
fact.
after the first
That's a
game.
fact, dude. I
Um,
texted Denny. I was like, yo, Cap. I don't know if you heard, but the show is gonna be Sunday, and none of us are going. He's like, oh shit. I was like, but we're still gonna take the boat out, and I'll still pay you so that we can all have fun. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to be 25 times less stressful for you than it would have been.
Oh, absolutely.
He was like, can't wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I know. He was like, all right, I'm psyched now.
Shout out to Captain Denny, which
Yeah.
just means for me
Yeah.
that I'm gonna have fun.
Right.
On Saturday.
He can finally
Watch
have
this.
fun.
I know.
Shit.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a good time.
But seriously though, you rounders out there, if you got some drinking game, other than the obvious ones, let us know that too.
Yeah. Real quick, humble brag. Last night I was at Emily's cousin's crib, which is really nice. It's right near, what's that? Like that little bridge on Masonboro Loop Road, like between Whiskey and
Bradley Creek.
Bradley Creek. No. Between the Whiskey and the Masonboro Country Store. That little bridge right there next to Pelican.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know what that's.
So like as soon as you go over that thing, if you're heading towards Rice Beach, there's that nice neighborhood right on the right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They live
Yeah.
back in there,
Okay,
in one of those houses. So anyway, they have the ring game,
Right, yeah.
right?
That game pisses me off.
I hate that game.
So I'm just last night he's got a nice like overhead thing built out near a pool and a TV, and I'm playing. I was like, oh, the ring game. And so I get it, and I like get back, and I'm like, this is actually pretty good distance, and because some people do it too short, right? You need a lot of swing.
Yes. So that's why I don't like it. Some people don't get the strings right, and then it's like a carnival game.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So his wife is out there, and she was like, "Oh, that game's so hard." And his daughter, she's like, "Wow, we suck at it." And I get it, dude. And I'm like, first one. They're like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "That's all right." I threw 40 tosses. I hit it 10 times. That was 25%.
That's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
That's
Not
good. I
bad.
hit 3 in a row.
You can get
at
the
one
rhythm.
point. So and all it is just a little bit of curve on it, and then
Yeah.
sit it on it.
You bring
Just
it up
curve,
to a certain thing.
sit.
They say
Curve,
like to your
sit.
chest, and you just let it go to the left a little bit, and it goes right in.
Well, yeah, whatever way is easy.
Yeah.
Like
But to me,
how
it's,
it works.
it's such a lonely game. You're just sitting there.
It builds your mental capacity.
It's like
Geometry.
ball in a cup. Like
True.
Family Guy. That's
No,
what it
you're
feels
right.
like to me.
Have you seen the competitions with those? What are they called? They have a name.
Ball in a cup?
No, where you hold the wooden thing and it's got 3. It's got like a cone on one side, a point on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
can
It's,
throw-
it's
yeah,
the
the
little.
What the fuck
Yep,
is it
yep.
called?
I don't know. It's a Japanese toy, isn't it?
Yes,
It's got the
yes,
three
yes, yes.
things. I don't
Bro,
know
they
the
have
name of it.
full-fledged conferences and like competitions in Vegas, and it's
On
just
who can land it.
thousands of people walking around with their thing.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a guy that follows us on our thing that does this. It might be that thing, but he like goes out there and like freestyles with it and like posts them on there. I'm gonna pull that up and we can drop that in the video.
Yeah,
my
try
man.
to find it
We're gonna shout him out on here. Really plug his skill.
for sure. Speaking of games, Royd's informed us that esports are potentially being added to the next Olympics.
Yeah, I saw an article. I think I read it yesterday or the day before. Maybe it was on TV. I don't remember. But it said they were looking at adding esports to, the IOC or whatever it is was
Right.
considering it. And then they flashed to, they were showing like League of Legends, like clips of, and some of the Asian like players that were in the last championship. And I was just like, that's a really wild thing since I heard y'all talking about it a few episodes ago.
I know, but like, it's crazy. 10 years ago, parents are like, kids, get off the video, get outside. And now they're like, oh, we need to spend $2,500 on a gaming rig so you can get good and make money. Okay, like practice your Fortnite, Johnny. You know, like,
yeah. And if anybody out there is on the fence about like electronic games being in the Olympics, like, dude, there's plenty of dumb shit in the Olympics. Like, it should be in there for a fact. You know, fucking. I mean, you got handball. I mean, you got shit that, like, dude, where do you even go to play this? Who plays it?
I don't know. There's some weird sports.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, esports should be in there if all this other shit's going on.
Where do you casually get into javelin throwing?
That's
what I want to know.
Shit like that, dude. Who does water polo? Who does all this
Hey,
shit?
water polo's badass.
water polo is fun.
Well,
That's
dude,
crazy.
water
handball.
I played inner tube intramural water polo. So you're in inner tubes.
Yeah, you know
that's
why?
pretty funny.
Because if you play water polo, you got to be a fucking stallion.
Yeah,
that
they're
shit
in
is
amazing shape.
Yeah, that shit is insane. And, like, there's not that many people around town that just go swim in a pool treading water for a couple hours.
Yeah, and fighting dudes in there while you're doing it.
like where do you find these people, you know?
Like, let me try to half drown you, and then it's like drown proof. It's like Navy SEAL training that they go through for fun.
Dude.
It's crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, and the one that always cracks me up is, I forget what it's called, but the one where they're scrubbing the ice and the thing's moving.
Bro, that's in the Winter Olympics. Curling.
Curling.
Dude, I loved watching curling, bro.
But his shit is hilarious. Like,
I use that joke all the time.
the
in public.
fastest janitors on the block, son. Do you want your shit clean?
Well, it was like, I saw a meme today.
Let me sweep that puck.
It was like the USA men's curling team just looks like a bunch of dads who wanted to get away for the weekend and ended up at the Olympics.
Yeah, you gotta love
Truly,
that.
it is. Like, it just is like four regular dudes.
So,
Yeah.
so at what point does cornhole get into the Olympics?
Dude, that shit.
I mean, you got to
all
think
right.
they've already got head steam in the.
The cornhole championships on ESPN are like so intimidating to me because these
Wild.
dudes are just like hole.
Yeah.
Damn, I missed hole.
My favorite, though, is seeing the guys that are holding a cup or something while they're throwing it. Because, like,
Because they just have to.
Because they're
It's
so
like,
used to
so
it.
used
yeah,
to it.
exactly, dude. Because when I play, I have to have, that's my balance.
Your counterweight.
Yeah, because like that. Oh shit, sorry, rounders. But that game I was saying, that ramp up game.
Yeah.
It's all like you have to be like ready to catch it and shit like
Right.
that. But dude, when I'm throwing, I still need my beer. You
That's
know what I
funny.
mean?
When I was doing the
Exactly.
ring toss last night, like I did it a couple times without my beer. I was like, this doesn't feel right. And then like I had it and just.
But you know what's crazy? It all stems back to baseball for me because my glove on my hand. Like when I'm throwing something or like doing something like that, that's like my weight. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like if you throw a baseball without your glove on, you're like, oh god, this feels weird.
You're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of holding a beer, we went out on the boat last Saturday.
Oh shit.
Right? And Sunday morning, I wake up and I like walk in the bathroom. I turn the light on, and I'm sunburnt as a motherfucker. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, not sunburnt, like right here. And I was like, damn, I must have missed a spot. And I was like, and I was looking in the mirror and I was doing this, and I was like, wait a minute. It was from where I was holding my fucking beer, dude. And literally a perfect. I'm sunburnt over here, but not here. And it was just from holding my beer.
That's great. I
Standing in the
managed to
sun
make
holding
it
my
out
beer.
without getting burned last week. It was a miracle.
It wasn't bad.
Oh,
mean,
I did great last week.
I didn't
too.
peel, nothing like that. It was like it stung for a day. And I
But
was
dude, he sent me a video. That was the first thing I saw Sunday morning. You know, cracking my eyes and like you see like this lobster with like a beer hand in front. Like it was hilarious.
that shit
dude.
was too funny. But esports, the Olympics would be wild.
Good for them, man.
I would love to see it just so I could show my parents, like, hey, you were wrong.
You're
Yes.
so wrong.
I could have
fact.
amounted to something by playing a video game. If
Yeah,
if you'd have got off my ass and not made me do the yard.
you know.
So let's get into it. The topic that everyone and their mother wants to discuss: Simone Biles, right? Most decorated gymnast for the USA of all time, right? Easily the best gymnast we've ever had. She dropped out, citing personal mental issues. Which, look, to me, I respect your decision. If that's what you want to do, then do it. I would not have done that. I don't. You get that far, and I understand the pressure. You're 24 years old, whatever. I understand, but like, there's a reason you're there, and it's to captain that team to a victory. And if things are tough, then like, seek help, speak your mind. But like, I don't know. All respect to her. She's the greatest to do it. I wouldn't have done it. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Shout out to the person who stepped up in her spot and won gold.
Suni Lee.
Yep.
On
I
the
forget
other
her name.
hand,
I knew it was
Big ups.
Big
Yeah.
ups
Big
to
ups.
Suni.
So-
She
Yeah.
literally said, "That's fine. I'll put the fucking team on my
Next
back."
man up.
See, that's
And she stepped
next
the fuck
woman
up.
up,
Next
excuse
woman
me.
up,
Yeah.
stepped the fuck up and dominated that
But
shit.
dude, see that there I respect because I mean usually a team your captain quits on you 'Cause I'm sorry, this is what it is. She was not hurt. It's a mental thing, and I get it. If I'm gonna be twirling, doing 360, 720s off of a fucking pommel horse or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I need to be mentally sound,
Right.
for sure. But if I've been doing that shit since I was 4 years old, I mean, that's like second nature. But I just think, like, if she had mental... Here's the thing about mental shit. It doesn't just occur right then and there. That occurs, that's post-traumatic stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a NASCAR driver, you get in a wreck. First time you get back in the car, you know, it fucks with you, right? But if she didn't have, like, mental shit going on prior to this, it just like, I'm just
she
not...
did, though.
She may have. I was like,
she's the only remaining USA gymnast who is part of the fucking Nasser.
Yeah,
sexual harassment from the gymnastics.
That's what I was going to say. I read
which
an article.
That dude can literally rot in fucking hell. But she is the last one a part of the USA gymnast team that was sexually abused by him.
Yeah, and I read that that's a lot of the reason they were keeping her, you know, as the captain and as the face of the team is because they're still trying to pursue that because they're not getting very far with the legal stuff, as far as I understand.
Which is like absolute.
Which I don't get at all because the evidence seems overwhelming.
So you're saying she's having PTSD from that dude while she gets out there?
Yeah, I just think after I mean that might dealing with everything and being the face of the fucking USA like gymnastics. Like we've historically been known as a phenomenal, and people like you said, you watched the gymnastics, right? Our last episode, and like people love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I think she's only 24 years old, and to have all that, and I'm sure she's dealing with a lot of that investigation shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. And I think I think she was just fucking over it, dude.
Well, if it's fucking that, I don't know who. First off, if any of you out there get fucking touched by a fucking weirdo, say something.
Yeah.
And if the government, the FBI, because that's what happened, the FBI turned their fucking eye. Look, well, I'm not gonna say anything, but if it's my daughter,
you handle it differently.
Fuck that. That's how
under the radar. It gets handled,
and that's all I got to say about that.
Oh yeah, did you see the guy in the courtroom when it was going on? The dude that was the electrician. His daughter was like he steps in front of the judge. He goes, "Judge, may I have 3 minutes alone with the prisoner?"
Yeah.
And the judge's like, "No, I'm sorry, I can't grant any." He goes, "May I have 1 minute alone with?" Like, dude just wanted to get his hands on the guy because he's just heated about
the craziest shit of all time. And then I'll get back to how I feel about this chick. Mm-hmm. Craziest shit of all time. I think you can find this on the internet. This, I guess it was a rape thing and like killed his daughter or whatever kind of deal. And the dude was like walking to the courthouse and all the cameras are out there. And the father of the daughter was like, he was like at a phone booth. I don't know if it was a phone booth, but it was like he was doing something else and he was just a pedestrian. That dude walks by, turns around, pow! Just
blew his brains out.
Just right then, boom, see you later. And then they arrest him and he's out of there. But like, holy shit.
Problem solved.
But I'll tell you what, if more people did that, I bet there'd be less fucking criminals. I can tell you that.
Yeah. But it's just fucked up. This dude has like, I think 16 different, that might even be higher.
And so my thing is going back to, and we could even talk about this, like, so her PR person, her manager, if they knew she was having mental, like she's not fucking ready to compete, they should have done this shit prior.
Yeah.
This is my thing. They push the envelope, they get her over there, you get to your first event, and then you slip, and you're like, I'm folding, I can't do it. When you could have prevented this whole thing if you like try to sit her down and talk to her and be like, look, I mean, that goes.
Do you want to go or not?
That I'm saying that goes to the coach, the PR. I mean, everybody, because you know she has a team of people,
right?
So all of them need to sit
you can
down.
tell when somebody's off.
Yeah. So if there is this problem, this is what I'm saying. All of them need to be held accountable for like, hey, you might need a better staff because you just pushed me too fucking far. Now half the country, now she's getting talked about all over the place,
right?
But nobody knows the true story because everybody's covering or
they're just saying
pivoting, and it's like, nah, bro.
And then my last opinion on that is that like people are just like completely bad mouthing her. Like, okay, tell me something.
So,
when's the last time I set my alarm? If Tottenham is playing at 7:30 a.m., my alarm is set. I get up, I watch. When the fuck? A lot of these motherfuckers. When's the last time you set your alarm to get up and watch the goddamn gymnastics?
True, but let me ask you something. Is it okay to quit if you're a captain?
No. My opinion is no. It's not.
Okay, then if they're just saying
that's fine.
that,
like people don't need to bat like.
Well, my question is, what is that? Is that bad mouthing? If I say she quit, is that bad?
No, it's not. But people are saying worse things.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Even like I said, I respect her decision. I would not have done that because I don't agree with it.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's fine.
Deal.
It is what it is. But
I'm in agreement on that.
Her accomplishments by 24 years old heavily outweigh mine.
Oh, I'm not doubting.
Fact.
Dude, she's a fucking superstar. I saw her. I even complimented her first pitch throw out the other day. She did like a 720 somersault.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then
was
threw
wild.
the fucking ball. I was like,
and it was a strike.
yeah, like where the.
She did make it across the plate too, way better than like 50 Cent and the other
Oh,
ones.
dude,
that you
50
see.
Cent. He almost
He
killed.
has-
He
he
almost
has
killed a
the-
bystander.
He's got
He's
like,
never
the world's
living
worst.
that down.
The world's worst.
World's worst.
Arguing he might have done it on purpose. Gentlemen, do you have any opinions on this situation?
It's hard. I feel like you pick your team captain because they're mentally tough people in general.
Great point.
And that you, even if they were physically hurt or mentally hurt or hurting in any way, those are the people that you would put up there because you know they'll push through it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you know, it's hard to say because you can't put yourself in her shoes, but I would think that you and I saw her cheering. You know, she was on the sideline, and it's not like she just left.
Right?
Yeah.
No, she was there.
I mean, that's
supporting
true.
the whole
So,
time.
you know, I'm against it. I guess you know I probably wouldn't have either if there really is no physical ailment.
Yeah.
I'm probably wouldn't have done that either.
Yeah. Because right now it seems like there was no physical.
If I was elected captain, because then you have a responsibility to
Yeah.
your team.
And you do, and if you have been a captain on any team in your life, you have felt that feeling.
You get that.
You know what I'm saying? And even like for instance, coaching, like if I'm having a bad day or I'm sick or whatever, like I'm there for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
That team is obviously very strong though because it was just so badass to see.
Well, the fact that girl won the gold after
Yeah,
like,
Cindy Lee. Yeah,
Bro.
Incredible.
that is,
it was awesome.
dude, it's just resilience, like
Oh, yeah,
adversity, all of it, man. I mean, that is.
It continues to just add to, like you mentioned, the story of U.S. women's gymnastics. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean, I
right.
feel like it's been going
It's
back
fucking
all the way
great.
to.
And like I'm stoked
'cause
too for Simone too because now
I guess-
like we still won gold.
Yeah,
so
true.
no one's not gonna blame her.
But I guess I think what the point is, why people probably took it so bad, because we all remember that chick who like had her busted leg and
that's
she
what I was
still
about to
finished
say,
it.
Mary Lou Retton. I was about to say
Yeah.
that's where I remember it coming into play.
So we
crying as she hit
Yeah,
the dismount.
exactly, and so we all remember her pushing through that shit and like.
And
And
getting
then
carried off by her coach.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you see, okay, she's not mentally ready. It's like, I mean, it's like a deflating fucking feeling.
Yeah.
So I think that's the overall mood of the country, so to say. But even though I get your point, nobody regularly tunes into fucking gymnastics. But
No, like, and that's not. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
not like if Harry Kane were to be like, oh, I can't play because I'm just not mentally there. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah, but
You
you
know?
saying that because he's a man?
No, I don't give a
Okay.
fuck. I don't
I'm
give a
just
fuck. If
asking,
Alex
though.
Morgan said that
I'm
shit,
just
I'd be like,
asking.
what are you doing?
But okay, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Like
anybody would be a
Simone
question.
has a very valid, with everything she's been through and the whole bullshit behind it. That cocksucker Larry, like
His name's Larry.
Larry Nassar, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking Larry's.
But whatever. Moving on. I digress. The U.S. women's soccer team, speaking of, just this morning beat the Netherlands in PKs, which, like,
Squeaking by.
bro, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Like, enough. Enough is enough. And I was like, yo, these trash-ass performances. And, of course, people, like, Zach was like, oh, it wasn't a trash performance. I was like, it's 2-2
Wasn't
against
great.
the Netherlands. Like, what do we slap teams. We slap teams. And then Jordan made a great point. It's driving the odds down for Vegas, baby. Slam them.
Jordan, my man Jordan's always looking at the angle.
Well, I mean, if they got a bad image, right? Makes it even. I mean, look, they haven't been blown by teams. We were spoiled. I mean, the same way we were spoiled with men's basketball. Dominant teams for so long. But you got to understand, times change, people change. We're going through a lot. Do I think the USA is going to win it? Yeah, probably. I mean, they're just getting a bad rep, but let's be honest. They've got the best talent. They've always had the best talent. And they've got some great young talent for those of you who've been watching. I mean, they're going to step it up in the big games. They're made for the big moments.
You think they're gonna win?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Are we
of
talking
course.
basketball or soccer right now?
Still women's soccer team still.
Yeah, still
We'll
women's
get to
soccer.
who's in
No,
soccer.
no, yeah,
Okay.
women's soccer, of course. Yeah, I mean, I think so. What do we get? Canada next? I mean,
Canada next Sunday,
Canada
4
will
a.m.
be a good one. But yeah, I mean, I think we beat our friends of the North who won't even let us.
Sorry,
in
Monday
right now.
morning, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
If we beat Canada, we play the winner of Australia versus Sweden. And as we know,
Sweden waxed us.
Sweden
last time.
waxed our ass 3-0 like 2 weeks ago.
Australia is no pushover though. Australia is a good team.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that
So-
matchup ends.
On the flip side of things, I'm actually like, am I pissed that they're not slapping teams? Yeah, of course. But I'm happy to, and I've commented on this before, I'm happy to finally start seeing competition. Right? Because like
True.
women's sports needs that. You know what I mean? Like watching the women's soccer team is a good time.
Oh yeah.
Like they're good.
Hmm.
But the competition was always so shit. So maybe, I don't know.
No, you're right. I mean that team did get beat by like the U14 like Houston boys team the year they won the whole like World Cup. So
yeah.
It's great to see. It's great to see that they're not slapping everyone that they have to play against for official competition, for sure.
Right, to make it interesting.
Yeah, so, more interesting than it has been traditionally.
Hopefully, worldwide competition as a whole is stepping up, I guess.
But still, respect for them building that dynasty, though, because everything from Mia Hamm and Chastain and all them was.
I mean, true. I just hope it's like, I hope it's a wake up call because hey, just like you say, times change. So like, hey, you eventually the mighty one will be vulnerable.
Right, look at the men's team. Be like, you don't want to be where the men's team is.
No,
like,
how pissed
you
are we about that?
You want to be where you are,
like fucking furious.
Yeah,
like,
you want to be where you guys are. So work to stay there.
Yeah, of course, man. And that's the thing. Well, I mean, it's just how it goes, man. It's the cycle of everything. You can't be number one forever. It's impossible.
Do you remember their image last year? Remember the what was it, World Cup?
Yeah, I know.
Their image was, remember they beat a team 10-1 or something like that, 11-1, and everybody painted them as the villains.
The villain,
and then guess what they did? They went and waxed everybody. So you wanted to paint them as the villains. So they're just painting a different image. It's a different
people
year,
that
different
get
image,
upset,
at
teams for pounding teams. Now, if it's pee-wee football or like high school, even in high school though, like you need to learn to get your ass kicked. Like you need to learn. If it's under 8th grade, like running the score up, maybe not. But once you get to high school, fuck them. Seriously. And people that get pissed at other coaches for running the score up drive me nuts. Like, don't fucking play, dude.
It's not your fault. I mean, even if you're subbing people in, it's World Cup. It's the first time some of these players are playing. They're getting a goal in their name. Yeah. I mean, there's history. There's a legacy that's involved with this at that level. So, I mean, I think I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck.
Sorry we were more dominant.
If I'm going to score a touchdown, I'm scoring a touchdown.
I mean, if you get one goal, congratulations on your one goal. I remember one of the teams finally scored their first goal in like their 6th World Cup or whatever. And great. Congratulations. That's a big moment.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So the same way as smacking teams 11 or 10 or 5-0, it didn't matter. I mean, we obviously won. So, but I'm just comparing it to this year, right? I mean, it's like, okay, we were the dominant, the villains, and here we are now, all the underdogs. We've lost it. I mean, like there's a transition period, but I still, I will stand by it. I still think we have the best talent, and we'll see what happens. But it's good to root for them.
How's Canada?
Canada's actually got a decent women's squad, as far as I understand.
Wasn't it Sinclair? What's her name?
She's
girl.
She's the
one that
all-time
dates,
international scorer.
She dates Alphonso Davies is the one that went Canadian, the men's player.
Yep.
So he plays Canadian, and he dates this girl who plays for the Canadian team, and she's apparently just sick.
She's always been good.
So that's the new young phenom for Canada, right?
Right.
But the other chick on the Canada women's team,
Sinclair.
Sinclair.
Yeah. She's the
all-time leading scorer of international goals, men and women.
Yeah, she's that
She's got more international goals than Ronaldo has.
It's wild.
Damn. I can't remember her game against the U.S. a while ago, but her and Alex Morgan went at it. They both had a brace, but it was just like that was Sinclair.
I remember that.
She led the team.
Yeah.
Like that's her team.
2 years ago, I think.
I always think about when I think of Canada, I think of her and her attacking ability and the ability to score on us. But again, I mean, USA, normally puts up a lot of goals. So we'll see.
I could just say, I mean, Canada. I mean, if I was in on it, I'd be pumped because we're struggling.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, this is your chance.
Canada's going to be coming for you.
They're drooling. They got cotton mouth. You dig?
Yeah, facts. Facts. But that Sinclair chick is good, and I forget a couple months ago they were talking about Ronaldo adding to like his international goal tally, like the number one. He has the most goals ever for an international team, and the retweets were like, no, it was just pictures of her.
Right.
Which is true. Like, dude, to score that many goals on an international level for your country in
wild.
Meaningful games.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
That's just unbelievable consistency.
Okay.
At any level, at any sport.
I mean. And I will say in terms of like going back to that running up the score kind of shit, I will say like, once you're beating your team and you put the subs in and they score, like that is a cherished moment for those subs that never get in.
Yeah, exactly.
And they finally get to do it. Now, I did used to hate this, though, like when the subs got in, they scored, and people were just, the guys on the team that were better were just like laughing. Like, they almost, from being on the losing end, because I've been on the losing end too, it's like, man, they're just mocking us.
Right, it sucks.
But it's like, no, but it's all about your team. If your team treats it like we're celebrating this individual's hard work that he finally got to go out there and make that goal or get that touchdown, if it's more driven towards that, so it basically comes to class, how classy you are.
Yeah.
And like what's your team's character like? So I think that has a lot to do with it. Now, if you're just a dickhead, you know, just power driving it in, the subs aren't coming in, and you're just going nuts. I mean, okay, maybe you're a little crazy over there. I don't know.
You got to be able to take your L too, though. I mean, it is character building, like you said earlier, to get just pounded every once in a while and realize, hey, I've got a lot of room to improve. But
you know, the team that comes in every year, and every year they're dead last and all that. But like, dude, those guys, I'd say those guys have more character build than anybody. You're constantly losing, but you're going out there because those teams always fucking play hard.
Hey, they're blessed. True. Yeah, they're blessed to be in that moment. It's all about that moment, you know, and how you treat it as an athlete and as a professional. Yeah, because you are a professional athlete.
And you see, like, most professional, like, off the top of my head, right? Tottenham played Marine FC. Remember that? Like, 8th tier team in the FA Cup? Nice. And we subbed on the youngest player ever to play for the first team. His name was Alfie. I just blanked on it. It's not Alfie Whiteman. That's the keeper. Anyway, he got a ball in the box, like a crazy angle to the far left, and slammed it. And this is the only spot the ball could have gone, and he scored. And I remember like Lucas was out there, right? Sonny, Deli, they're all out there. And they all run and like pick up, and they're all patting his head. And they're like, "Let's fucking go!" Right? Like his first senior goal at 16 moment. Years old.
Big moment.
Like, humongous, and like that's why they are professionals, because they know and they support the shit out of the whole entire squad. Doesn't matter. I mean, Harry Kane scored hundreds of goals. Doesn't matter. He's still there. Like he was on the sideline, and he ran over and he hugged Jose. I guess Jose was our manager at the time, and then Harry was next, and it was just like. It was cool to see this 16-year-old kid be the youngest player ever and then score 5 minutes after coming on.
And you know he'll never forget it. That'll be etched in his mind in detail forever.
Ever. And again, you just said the captains there. Like, selecting your captain is a very important thing.
Well, Hugo's the captain, but yeah.
Well, you get my point. I'm just saying, like,
Harry might as well be.
What?
Harry might as well be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of young kids, 17-year-old Lydia Jacoby from Alaska, which I didn't even know Alaska was breeding swimmers. She won gold in the 100-meter breaststroke. Now, I don't know did you see the video? Her hometown in Alaska was all packed in a train station, of all things, watching it live, and they went bonkers.
Yeah.
Like bonkers. It was awesome. She's 17 years old. I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck? Like, how do you, I guess swimming an indoor pool in Alaska is probably pretty appealable.
You're damn right. It's better than outside.
But then I thought to myself,
it's way better than outside in the winter.
Maybe she's training with the salmon.
Yeah, training with the salmon?
Yeah, swimming upstream.
Dude,
what we talking to him about?
No, I just said he was like breathing into the mic. Like, well, dude, that's what I was trying to say. Like, your nose was just in there.
My bad.
I was just trying to help you out. But no, that's what I was gonna say. If you ever swim in cold water, what's the first thing that happens to you jump in cold water? Your breath goes away. So in a sense, if she's training in that cold water, which maybe she is a savage, maybe she does swim in the rivers with the salmon.
Khabib style.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So your lungs are naturally
ice rivers in Russia. Fuck
it's just wild.
Yeah. But your lungs are naturally going to get stronger and expand. You know, because that's what happened with when I coached the team the last time. We had to wear those masks. At first, they couldn't run at all, and then they started running. And then I was like, dude, holy shit! You take these masks off these kids, they'll be able to run to California.
It's like you've been swinging with a training bat for a month.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you're doing to your lungs. So I imagine, it's fucking brilliant, honestly.
Yeah. And like it's like those new masks they have out now, the beast mode masks.
Yeah.
It's got like 3 vents on it, and people run on the treadmill with it because it's harder to breathe.
Yeah,
it sucks. I've tried it. It sucks. The whole thing about it.
But I will say, my thing about the mask, like what I never understood. So you're breathing out your bad shit constantly and breathing it back in. I'm just not thinking it's the best, especially if you're running as hard as you fucking can. No way that's good.
I'm not sure that like oxygen deprivation simulates high altitude. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be like altitude masks. I'm not sure they work the same, but we'll see.
I don't think that at all because the pressure, because it's in there's a pressure difference.
Oh, there's all kinds of
so the mask that'd be impossible
going on
to
that
recreate.
You can't really mimic with a mask, in my opinion.
No, you'd have to be in a literal pressure chamber with a mask on.
Training. What's the Super Saiyan chamber they used to do in Dragon Ball Z?
Oh
they went and trained in. But yeah, that's what you would have to do.
Dragon Ball Z shit.
That's just what it made me think of right there. I don't know why,
dude. I was stoked when whatever his name, Goku, when he went blonde as a Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Because I'm blonde, and
that
I was
was
like,
right
I was
after
like, motherfucker, I'm already there.
That was right after he was in the pod thing I'm trying to think of. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
I saw that meme go around the other day. It was,
What?
it was like when he first turned to Super.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
His moment, like when it happened, I was like, I don't even watch the show, but I was like, oh, I guess this is a big deal, so I'll watch it. And then, that's where I saw him change to the blonde hair guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's all I know.
When that happened, I was like, fuck yeah.
Never
dude.
watched it outside
I'm a
of
fucking
that.
Super Saiyan.
The U.S. men's hoops team plays the Czech Republic tomorrow at 8 a.m. They are minus 23.5. They played Iran. They were minus 41 against Iran. Beat them by 55.
Covered that.
Yeah.
You knew it after a loss. Oh,
Shout out
boy.
to our Czech Republic listener, by the way.
Yep.
Shout out to Katie.
Good luck. I think I was watching. So I'll go ahead and say it now. So if you have Peacock, which is the NBC streaming app, last night Emily and I found that they have a special on there. They have 3 episodes released. They're releasing an episode every 3 days. They're 26 minutes long, but it's Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg commentating on the Olympics. It is rated TV mature. They say all the cuss words in the world. Snoop talks about smoking weed all the time. And it is fucking hilarious. Like, I can't even, we were laughing all 3 episodes. Each one's 26 minutes. The first one is like an intro episode. You're kind of like, oh, whatever. And then episode 2, they start doing the commentating, and like, they had a section called Olympic Drip. And basically, they were just commentating on the countries when they walk the Walk of Champions or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were going on like, oh, USA. And Snoop's like, oh, shit, yo, that Ralph Lauren? Damn, that shit looked nice, right? And then he's like, the Australians. And I don't know if you guys saw what they were wearing, but it was like forest green, like high hemmed. Every shorts were above the knee, like a tucked in white shirt. And like they had these handkerchiefs around their neck, but they look like suspenders. And Snoop's like, God damn, what's this, the Boy Scout or the Girl Scouts? Like, where the cookies at? You know, like, but they're just going on, and then like Saudi Arabia pops up on the screen.
Yeah.
And Snoop's like, oh, hell no. He's like, I ain't commentating on shit. He's like, I'm not even going to look at it. He's like, Kevin, tell me what it's off the screen. He's like, I ain't fucking with them. I ain't going to say no bad words about them. Can't. Nope. I mean, like, dude, it's just. And Snoop's like, all right, time to get into the next highlights. Yeah, but it is just, it's fucking gold. So watch it.
Whoever thought to put that together is
Genius.
yeah, well done.
It's fucking awesome.
Also, shout out to Peacock for being able to watch all the replays, because that's how I've gone and watched all the soccer. I went back and watched them all after the fact. Some of the basketball.
Yeah, Peacock's a great streaming app.
Speaking of the basketball, Luka Doncic and Slovenia, sleeper team.
Sleeper.
Well, he's
insane.
insane.
He came from there. He came from the European game. Don't ever forget.
So that's what I was going to get into. They were interviewing, Snoop was interviewing a former USA. He was on the Olympic team in like late 90s, early 2000s, but he's a commentator now for the NBA. And he was saying, he's like, yeah, like the European style of play is very physical now compared to the NBA, when it used to be opposite. And that's when we were dominating.
Right.
But the NBA is soft. And the Europeans play physical as hell. And they were showing highlights, dude, and they were just like pushing us around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of clips going around of the NBA guys like flailing around and where they normally get stuff called, and the referees are just looking at them, what the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Dude,
and that's hilarious, though. It's like, dude.
It's been thoroughly entertaining for me.
Yeah, because it's like, dog, I mean, they don't give a fuck. You know, this is the Olympics. They don't care about y'all's.
That's the kind of basketball I like to see. I
Yeah.
miss that.
That's how it should be, man.
Man up.
It's so annoying. Like, you hear Barkley, Shaq, all them guys say all the time, like, well, in my day, you couldn't have played in here. You would have got beat the hell up.
It's true. They used to beat the shit out of each
I
other.
know,
over
and that's what made it way more entertaining. Now,
Shaq and Chuck got in a fucking fist fight in the game.
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Like, that shit. Yeah, it's just a way different league now.
Like, dude, and that's okay. So this ties into everything's gotten so fucking soft.
Yeah.
That it's okay to just be a captain and just quit. I'm sorry, but that's just when it comes to all of it. That's what this has been shown.
Yeah.
Like, we are fucking weak right now. That's why our soccer team got smacked in the beginning. They're worried about all this other shit instead of playing ball. And I'm not saying okay, have a voice, do your thing, have all that shit. But when you step on the ball field, you come to fucking play.
Yeah.
I don't care what fucking. I don't care if it's badminton. I'm watching those bastards the other day putting it out there all on the line.
Yeah.
You know, for badminton.
Yeah. We actually, the USA women's, the judo,
Yeah.
which originated in Japan, they are... No, I'm sorry. Taekwondo. The USA
Taekwondo was
USA
Korean.
women's... Right, you're right. Because they said the judo is Japanese. And this year, the men and women's judo gold medalists were both from Japan, brother and sister.
That's
Awesome.
wild.
That's awesome.
You think they show each other slack? Nah.
Hell no.
Nah.
But Taekwondo,
Not one bit.
USA won the women's gold in Taekwondo for the first time ever.
That makes me proud because I'm sure a lot of you out there
She
listening
was
took
hyped.
Taekwondo as a kid.
So on her standing kick,
I did.
she
I did. Did
bro,
you not?
she would lift her.
I did
She would
jujitsu.
stand back. She would stand back in like the championship bout or whatever you
I got
call
my
it.
black belt, dog.
She'd stand on her right leg, and that left leg would just, whoop, and she would hold it there, and then that fucking knee flick of just whack kicking her was incredible. I was like, yo, you're fucked if this chick kicks you in the face. Like, it's a fact.
It is
You're
cool though to
absolutely
watch
fucked.
some of those like off sports. You know, I mean, I watch a lot of the ping pong,
The ping pong is incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
USA sucks at
and
that.
even surfing. I mean, there's just
Oh,
a lot.
surfing was great.
Yeah, there's just a
And
lot.
people were
of-
sleeping on Japan's waves because I was talking to somebody. And they were
Yeah.
like, man, I didn't know Japan had waves.
Well,
I'm
they
like,
got lucky. There was a storm off the
That's
coast.
what I said. I told him I was
blowing
like,
offshore.
you wait till there's a typhoon and then you'll see.
Yeah,
and
but
then
But dude, I don't know if you remember. I remember like when I actually like really loved surfing, like growing up. There was all kinds of videos of like the pros going over there in Japan, and they're
Oh,
having
yeah.
competitions, and there was decent ass waves.
there was a lot of movies where they used to travel. There were big sections over there where they were in Japan, and some of the waves over there were just incredible.
Yeah, and it's like you don't think about it, but I mean,
Well, now you
it
think
makes sense.
the guy that won bronze, what's it, Kano Igarashi?
Yeah,
He's on the CT now. He's just an amazing surfer from Japan, from that beach, like where they had the event.
yeah. It was crazy the other day when I saw it. It looked like a hurricane swell here. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was so like disheveled
Yeah.
and all that. I'm like, man, wow.
Yeah, 'cause
Well, that's
they
what
had
it
that
was.
big
It was
storm.
from yeah. It was
Yeah,
from
and I was like, dude, look at that.
So who won?
I have no clue.
Talo Ferreira, I believe, won the men's, and
Who's
Carissa Moore is Hawaiian, so U.S. won gold for women's.
and then okay, nice. Yeah, I was.
Where's the men? Where's he from?
I think Talo Ferreira is Brazilian, but I should know.
No,
this off
he
the
is.
top
He
of
is.
my
Because I
head.
remember now. Yep.
nice. Okay,
I knew. Yeah, it was Brazilian. I'm pretty sure.
I saw a few guys get pitted. The waves look good. It was blowing offshore.
What on the
Or the one
day
of
I
the day,
saw?
or the day I saw. I don't know when
Yeah,
that
because
was.
the day I
watched some
saw,
highlights.
man, that shit was it was like onshore, like just kind of chopped up, but
Oh, okay.
it was breaking hard though. I was like, damn, look at these guys.
The off record competition. I think I'm gonna watch that they added this first time. Climbing. You seen
Whoa.
that shit?
Like
rock
Competition.
climbing?
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's
rock
like,
climbing,
It's
okay.
obviously they're rock walls.
Oh,
but
the
they
rock ones,
scale
yeah.
up, bro, and they come like this.
Yeah, because it goes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got that
And
at
dude,
the Whitewater
these
Center.
motherfuckers are just
Yeah.
up that thing.
Mhm.
You
Like
could.
it's incredible.
I couldn't get paid enough to do that.
No,
Nah,
they
keep
had
me
that.
off that.
Like there's no price you could roll out to me to get up there and do that at all.
No. I mean, they all have like they're wearing like harnesses and ropes and all that shit, so they fall, they're fine. But
Okay, well, I was talking about the free climbers. You know
Oh.
those crazy bastards.
yeah, no.
You seen the Red Bull event where they have them doing it on bridges?
No.
They affixed these little like the rock climbing rocks to the bottom of bridges. Like there's one they did. The last one I saw was in England. It's
Yeah.
the Tower Bridge or whatever, the one that you see all the time.
The River Thames or whatever.
Yeah, and so and they had a guy, and so he climbs all the way up to the top, and then they just drop. When they get to the top, they drop into the water.
Well, that'd be fun.
It's kind of funny though. I'll show
Yeah,
you.
but
a
that'd
video
be
after we
fun.
finish.
I mean, that's all well and good.
He's talking about climbing cliffs in Arizona.
Oh no, fuck that.
Because I literally saw a blurb on the headline today. It was like these friends were like filming their buddy, experienced rock climber, fall, and it was over. And it's like, dude,
Tied to hang gliding accident.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even because nobody needs to die. But I'm just saying, fuck rock climbing. You're out of control. But I would do it with straps, and I would definitely do that little bridge thing.
the Red Bull event. I
Yeah.
have to look up the
And
name
I'll
of
be
it.
honest, if it was something like that, I'd be down to even if it was a real tall one, and I've had like a parachute on my back, so I could just pull. You know, I would try that up 100 feet or whatever.
Space jump, dude.
Yeah,
Nah. No,
It's the same thing. I mean, essentially, base jumping
yeah.
would be. what
Yeah,
you just
base
mentioned.
jumping is when you jump and
Well,
pull your chute.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about rock climb. That's like
Oh,
You'd have to get pretty fucking high up and like
I'm just
have
saying.
enough energy to.
Yeah, but rock climbing, I think that'd be like because it's just all about strength and like
finger
balance.
strength. Those dudes'
Yeah.
hands.
So
are
I would like
nuts.
to just see how far I could go
Feel you on that.
if I could live. You know,
I can make it halfway up.
yeah.
Anyway, speaking of hoops, that's enough of the Olympics. We're gonna move to the NBA. Last night the Lakers traded for Brody, aka Rock a Baby, aka Mr. Triple Double himself, Russell Westbrook. The Lakers gave up a lot. So the Lakers received Russell Westbrook, a 2024 second round pick, and a 2028 second round pick for Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, and the number 22 pick in the NBA draft last night, which the Washington Wizards chose 6'11" forward Isaiah Jackson from Kentucky and then immediately traded him to the Pacers for Aaron Holiday.
Wow.
So a lot going on there.
Wizards had a plan.
Here's my thing. How fucking desperate do the Lakers have to be to do this?
Do you remember talking last week?
One of them, listen, AD, Braun, or Russell Westbrook, one of them, I think, will be injured. Like, on and off. It was like Brooklyn this year. You rarely saw all of them on the court.
Leave Westbrook out of that between just AD
That's-
and LeBron.
Yeah,
There's going to be
Dude,
somebody.
literally on last week's episode, I was talking about, like, we were saying if CP3 would go to the Lakers. I was like, that'd be the dumbest thing ever because they're hurt half the fucking year. And then they did the same exact thing, but with a different player who's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Granted, Russell's pretty durable compared to I think
He's
some of the
incredibly
other guys.
Compared to the other ones, but it's going to be him versus the world, because they're going to get hurt. Like,
But he's been doing that for a while, and
Yeah,
he's
should,
proven.
to be fair, he should be used to that kind of thing. I
Yeah.
mean, that may be a good move for them.
Oh,
as much
yeah,
as
like, that's
I
probably
think
what they
Russell's
need.
And that's
ring
fine.
chasing.
I just think, like, you're just giving up. I mean,
I think he's ring chasing, which I mean, a lot of people do.
Look,
definite.
Kyle Kuzma's ass. I mean, I put that on the record. I mean,
that's
he's
nobody's going to sit
terrible.
here.
So
and
they've
front
been
on
trying
that.
to unload him for a while. I mean, LeBron's made it clear. Everyone's
he
made
not
it
like
clear.
the brain
His
from
work
those
ethic
little
is
rats?
terrible.
Thinking the
They
brain
say he
does.
doesn't want to be pushed. I mean, the quotes are out there. I mean, he is terrible. So they offloaded him, and yeah, they gave up Pope, who I think is a great player too, and another
Montrezl
player,
Harrell, who's
and
good.
Montrezl Harrell. Okay, they got rid of a little depth and 2 second rounders. They did, get their point guard, and they feel they can build around him. I mean, and he's capable of carrying. If LeBron or AD has to sit, not both of them combined, that would be an issue. We'll have to see who steps
I mean,
up.
that happened a couple times.
Of course it does.
And
I mean,
LeBron's what, like 35 now?
and I'm not a West Brick. I call him West Brick fan. I mean, I was living in OKC during the Durant, Harden, Westbrook days. So I mean, I was a season ticket holder, went to all the games, and that was KD's prime, baby. But
How did that team not win a championship?
Because Russell Westbrook, but I mean, he wanted to take the shots. He wanted to be
That's
that
the other
guy
thing.
he is
He's just
now.
such a
That he
ball.
wasn't. There's only one ball in LA, so it'd be interesting how it works. But let's not sleep on Klay Thompson coming back with the Warriors, though, because I think it's going to be interesting. I think they're looking for revenge too. So it's not like they have the
missed
West
him badly.
won with getting Russell Westbrook, but I still think they're probably top.
I'm going to go on the
top
record and say
three.
Lakers are not winning the championship next year.
Yeah, I don't think they are either. I mean,
Like, not happening.
I read last night the Warriors rejected, they were trying to get Ben Simmons, which, like, why? But Philly
'Cause you
wanted.
can get him for like absolutely nothing.
You wanna
Bullshit.
talk-
true.
Philly
His
wanted.
stock is
Philly
so
wanted.
low.
You
No,
want to talk about
Philly
mental
wanted.
fucks? Like,
Philly wanted everything from
Oh, yeah.
the Warriors.
No
and the Warriors
chance.
like no.
yeah, good.
I mean, that dude couldn't save his life with a free throw. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like I don't understand how you can
I wouldn't.
be.
I wouldn't want him on the
They
Splash
literally-
Brothers team.
they
No,
Bro, how are
literally
you an
fouled him
NBA
throughout the whole
starter and you
playoffs.
can't shoot?
He was
Yeah.
in his own head there at the end. I mean, I watched that clip of him at the end where he had the open dunk and he like looks at it and just passes it.
but again,
away.
who's going to spend money on a head case?
I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I wouldn't either,
It's
yeah.
business. I mean, I hate to be harsh, but
That's
It
what I'm
didn't make any
saying. You
sense
try
to
to
me.
get him for cheap, but like John, if they're asking for too much, like John said, then it's an easy decision. Like, no,
But
you
yeah,
can't
the
sell
Warriors
on
like,
that.
yeah, no thanks. Like
We're
not doing
good.
that.
fuck off. We have the best shooter of all time.
Yeah.
We've got Steph Curry.
See ya.
You guys have fun over there.
And
two
Klay
of the best
Thompson,
shooters.
dude, I love watching him play.
Yeah,
He goes hard, man.
Yeah,
He
everybody sleeps on him.
don't- I don't, man.
No. They needed.
They got the
missed
best
him
two
so
shooters in
bad.
the league, and I put that on everything.
Yeah.
Best two
true.
shooters in the league on the same team.
Scarecrow said it.
I mean,
Easy, dude. Don't let Damian Lillard hear that.
no. Klay Thompson put up 41 and a quarter, and Steph Curry is capable of hitting 12 in a game. I mean, Dame does it every now and then, but consistently those two.
Dame time.
Hey, I'm a Dame fan. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it's tough. I mean, Klay Thompson, they're just shooters.
The Detroit Pistons are like really trying to make it. So they drafted Cade Cunningham, #1 overall last night, And then in the second round with pick number 53, they scoop up Luka Garza, the reigning player of the year in the NCAA. The big man.
The big guy.
The Pistons.
The Pistons.
From where?
Okay.
Where did he go?
Iowa.
Iowa, yeah.
The big man from Iowa.
He has a big eyebrow. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got Cade Cunningham, who was projected to go number 1 overall for the last 3 months,
Yeah.
and then scooped up Luka Garza.
Look at Garza, man. That's a hard fucking worker there.
Hey, well, the Pistons got a lot to work on, but good for them. I mean, see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Quick note on the MLB. This is pretty cool, actually. Last night, UNCW alum Austin Warren made his major league debut for the LA Angels. He came in as a pitcher. He pitched 1.1 innings, so he saw 4 batters, retired all 4 of them.
Hell yeah.
And his family was being interviewed. So Bally Sports is like the new
Yeah, it's a new sport.
Yeah.
shit. I didn't even
That
know
channel or whatever?
Yeah. So Bally Sports, I guess, covers the Angels games, and the dude is up in the stands interviewing his parents. It's like a 3-minute long video, and at the end of the video, he's battling against his batter and strikes him out for his first big league strikeout to end the inning. And his mom fucking lost it, and it was like so cool to watch.
Hell
And
yeah.
even in the interview, she said she would wake up, because he was playing on the West Coast for their farm league team. And she was like, I'd set my alarms and I'd be up at 1 a.m. watching every game. Even if he didn't pitch, I still wanted to know what was happening and follow the team.
Yeah.
And he throws, it was a swinging strike to high heat, 95 mile an hour. Wow, right by him. And she just freaked out. His sister was in Greece and she flew in. She's like, I just landed 3 hours ago from Athens, Greece. Was there.
I love that shit, man. Good wholesome family shit.
Yeah,
right
so he, Austin Warren is from Fayetteville. He went to Terry Sanford.
Dude,
which is the high
played
school.
them in soccer plenty of times.
Who else went to Terry Sanford? Jordan, you know?
Alan Donald?
No, a little man by the name of Jermaine Cole. Jermaine Cole. J. Cole is an alum of Terry Sanford.
Cole, no blanket.
Yes.
Holy shit! So he was literally.
No, Austin was
No. I'm talking about J. Cole.
Yeah,
because he's a year older than us.
2 years.
Yeah, and I played up there. I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was out there. Could have saw him.
He was playing
That's
basketball.
just crazy to think about.
This is my manager, the guy I worked for at school. Actually, he went to high school in Fayetteville with J. Cole in his class. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, so that's how I found out about him.
Yeah.
Was David Devine.
Holly
Devine's husband, which her name was Holly Devine and his name is David Devine. Funny story, when they met in a bar, he was like, oh, let me buy you a drink. Gets the drinks, he's like, yeah, last name's Devine. And she was like, are you putting that on my tab? He was like, no. Same last name. How crazy is that? But anyway, he was in homeroom with Cole at Terry Sanford. And we were at Jerica's way back in the day. And he was like, oh, yeah. This kid went to high school with me. The Blueprint 3 had just come out. A Star is Born.
Yeah.
And I had heard like a couple, because that was when World Star was real big.
Yeah.
So I had seen like a couple J. Cole, and I'm like, oh, this kid's from Fayetteville. He's pretty good.
Clap for him.
Yeah. And then he was like, yeah. But anyway, Austin Warren went to Wake Tech. So this is like pretty cool. He went to a JUCO school, got a scholarship at UNCW, was told no, like you're not good enough to get one out of high school. Worked his ass off, got drafted 2018 in the 6th round, 181st overall. That is a good pick, because the MLB draft is like fucking gazillion rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, made his debut last night.
That's excellent.
Hometown thing.
Yeah,
So that
shout
was
out
really
that.
cool.
Put on for the city.
will
And Trey
say-
Turner
I
got
put
traded.
on for the city.
Yeah, a lot of big trades, and the fucking Yanks got Rizzo
Yeah, there's all kinds of
for
weird
like
stuff that was going
for
on
like
yesterday.
prospects, dude. And the Nationals dealt Scherzer and Trey Turner, right? Like for prospect. I don't know.
Yeah, for
weird.
picks mainly.
Yeah,
That's what I saw.
Wow, rebuilding. NFL, Aaron Rodgers has re-signed. He made it apparent that it's his way or he's fucking out. And then did I see they got Randall Cobb back?
Yes. Did you see the clips of the news conference from Aaron and then the coach after?
Oh, yeah.
And they asked the coach about Randall Cobb after.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude. The coach was just eating crow. He's like, yeah, we signed Randall. And they're like, was that for Aaron? He's like, yeah, that was for Aaron.
He said Aaron made it apparent that that's who he wanted,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
which is like, okay, get the boys back together. I
I
guess.
mean,
So I did not see that shit. What all did Aaron want?
Well,
It
was more about respect for a lot of the decision-making process, right? They didn't consult him, and when it came to like retaining talent, right? And he listed off like 9 or 10 players that he felt were treated unfairly, that were
Veterans, yeah.
that were
Veteran
veterans
players,
of the
yep.
organization, and that had given a lot during. I mean, let's be honest, Green Bay has always been a top 5 team, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, what MVP or whatever.
Super
I
Bowl.
mean, Super Bowl. I mean, like they are a threat. Look, I'm a fan of him and Devontae. I've had them for 3 years, and I've won that league 3 years in a row.
100%.
I mean, like that combo is just immaculate. I mean, what they do together is amazing. So why wouldn't you consult him in the same type of aspect where Bill Belichick and all those guys talk to Brady?
Tom, yeah.
I mean, like you there has to be some coordination. I
Yeah,
mean,
see, I wasn't fully aware of what the strife was.
So, I'll put it to you like really easy.
And it's that.
For
Yeah.
God knows how many years, Aaron Rodgers has asked the Packers to draft a stud wide receiver in the first round, and they have never fucking done it.
Not one time.
Not one time.
not once. They did a quarterback twice, I think, twice now. Bryce Love, whatever, and then another one. Jordan Love. Sorry, yeah.
And I think a lot of those names that he named off, didn't they dealt a lot of their team after they won that Super Bowl, didn't they? Like
Yeah.
the year after, I think he mentioned Balaga, like a lot of the linemen. I think they dealt half his linemen away.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers has earned his fucking respect by a long shot, and they just don't treat it that way, and that's what pissed them off.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean that makes sense when your stud gets no respect, and it's like, all right, because I guess in his mind they could have went back again more times to the Super Bowl is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
but they fucked
absolutely.
him out of it.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
And I mean, he's got new coaches, right? I mean, there's been some new coaching that's coming in. He's probably trying to, hold his power down, right? Play calling ability and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of that, he is also an interesting individual. I mean, for what you're seeing, in the public eye too, as well, just how he's handled this and stuff. He's interesting guy, but when he gets on there,
it's weird.
Comes into locking in. Like we were speaking to our captain, when you come in, he locks in. I mean, when Aaron Rodgers shows up on Sunday, you know what you're getting from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird though. Like on the other hand, like he's like ousted by his family.
Are you serious?
I've heard that. Some
super
really crazy family
Real
drama.
crazy
like
family.
him and his
Like,
brother.
no one in this family talks to him. His parents, no one.
What?
I was talking.
It's fucking weird.
I was talking to my girlfriend about that. His brother was like on The Bachelor or some shit. Apparently,
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't talk.
Destroying him on The Bachelor.
Like he does not like him at all.
Hates him.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah,
So that's so fucked up, man. Like I don't understand the.
I don't get it.
I mean, I'm thankful my family is pretty fucking tight, but I just
Right.
that's insane.
Family's family at the end of the day.
Hey, at one point,
Get
time, maybe it'll come back later down the road. Who
knows?
knows?
Speaking of coming back, the fucking NFL
Yes.
is coming
Let's
back
go.
Friday.
Bum, 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 bum.
1 week from today, the
you go.
Steelers play the Cowboys in the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, which is basically like the kickoff of the NFL season. You won't see, you might not know a single player who plays in that game, but it doesn't matter
Nope.
because it is fucking back.
Look, AKA gambling season is back. Yeah, we've been gambling. We've been up fucking around, just doing what we got to do.
On just shit we don't really know about.
But coming
It is
soon.
Yeah, coming soon, dude. College football.
Fucking Scott. I can't wait to hear Scott's voice.
God, 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the best. The Red
Yeah.
Zone's the best channel to ever be created.
Yeah, I can't wait for his opener.
True.
Like the first one. Because he always gives a good, oh, man, I've missed you guys.
You know
And I'm
what's-
like, dude, I've missed you. Dude, I've
You
missed
too,
you.
man.
You know what's fucked up? Is like his studio is just a gigantic green room with him sitting at that desk.
Yeah.
Really fucked me up. Like, I thought it would be a cool studio, right? Like, ESPN is shit. I hate ESPN. But they have cool studios. Like, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
It's all like TVs and there's really, minus like the shit popping up next to them when they're doing their Sports Center shit. It's not really a green screen.
Yeah.
Him, he just in a big green room.
My thing is, like, I'd love to know, like, his gambling activities. He's got to gamble, right?
You would assume so.
If you get all that, I mean, you got literally every piece of knowledge available. I'd have to. There's no fucking way.
Ev is also a massive Panthers fan.
Mm.
Can we get,
True.
What do you think of this season coming up?
That's a tough one. I was actually consulting with Krico, who's my resident football expert, the other day about the Panthers, and I asked him, hey, what do you think about over under 9 wins? Because I was, like, I'd be happy with 9. Just don't know what we're gonna get with quarterback. And he was like, I think 9's shooting low. He said, I think if Darnold comes in and he plays well, he said, I think the defense is gonna be really good, and you could see a 12-win team. That was his call, and I was like, I thought that was a little bold. I would have been happy with 9.
A lot of wins.
Excited with 10, 12. I would be just.
That was a lot.
Floored by 12. I would be floored by 12.
Yeah, 12 would probably get the city back to subpar 2015 vibes, but there is a way. I've seen an article, right, with Michael Thomas out the first 4 weeks. There's a chance where Panthers could go 3-0, right? Let me just go ahead and put this early lock in right now if you want to lock it in. The Panthers play the Jets at Panthers Stadium to open the season.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold versus home team.
Oh, it's on.
He's gonna
Carolina's defense, CMC, Charlotte Panthers. I mean, come on. I think I saw it at like -5. I can promise you CMC's going to have 2 touchdowns. DJ Moore's going to have 1. I think Terrence Marshall is a great pickup. Joe Brady's going to let the offense run in the first day.
What's the word on the offensive line?
It's better.
Okay.
I was looking around there. There's actually, so it's interesting because it tied into something you were saying earlier, but about how he's rotating his line because everyone's trying to figure out the offensive line. Like, where's Brady Christensen going to fit in? Tyler Morton and all them, right? We just re-signed him. So it's looking good, though. They're rotating. They want to see players in different spots. Let second team get reps against first team.
Because, dude, our other receivers, like, you know, they were not that bad. I mean, they did fucking good.
Teddy Bridgewater had them 2 receivers over 1,000 yards. And
so,
DJ Moore is nice.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm really excited about this team. Look, I mean, I think we've got a chance.
I think Darnold is getting way more flack than he fucking should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's excited. This has got to be a step up for him. I mean, right? He came from the Jets.
Can't be worse than the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, now he's got CMC, probably arguably the best running back, actually is the best running back out there in his back pocket. He's got a decent O-line, way better coaching upgrade. Think about it. This is his time. It's either do or die for him. I know everybody wants Deshaun Watson, but, I mean, if he tanks this year, maybe they go for Deshaun Watson. I don't know, but, I mean, I feel like, look, Sam Darnold's got an arm.
Stay off Watson. His legal stuff doesn't go through until after the season. After the season, he's going to be in trouble.
That's a hard pass.
I agree. But, you know, fans are out there with the chatter.
We'll see. And you think about last season, I forget the exact stat, but I think Teddy Bridgewater had like the most overthrown or inaccurate passes to wide receivers in the red zone by a long shot of any quarterback in the league. So hopefully, you know, we'll see. I think if Darnold plays well, we'll be better than people think.
Gotcha.
There it is. Speaking of Charlotte FC.
Yeah.
Did your brother comment on the party last week?
Yeah, man. So my brother went up there and, like, I didn't realize this, but like 10 of his friends also bought season ticket holders, and he said they went up there and it was popping because it was like it was an open bar, had the coach out there, and was like, it was hilarious that he said, first off, he said the bar, like, when you put your cup down, the beer comes through the bottom.
Yeah, that's the shit.
It was one of those, and it was an open bar, but they were only serving, like, you know, a couple types. And he said that bartender was like a fucking cartoon, the way he was just, you know, like putting it out there. But he said the coach was like a very, like, he you know, he's a Spanish-speaking guy. He didn't know what country he's from, but he was very thick. And, like, there was a big crowd, and, like, he had the microphone too low, and it was like you could barely hear it. But everybody was kind of, like, looking around. But there was, like, people who spoke Spanish up towards the front, and he would say something and then look at the crowd, and those guys would know what he was saying and just went, and then the crowd started shouting from the front back, and like he said, it happened like 10 times. It was like straight out of a movie. So anyway, man, and then like with Ted Lasso coming out this week, I mean, it was just perfect. Or last week, it was perfect timing for all that kind of stuff.
Still, I appreciate the shout out. Did y'all put out for that show? I was watching it, I think. And it's one of the best shows I've seen.
It's a great show.
Such a great show.
All full of positivity.
I did get episode 1 in, and yeah. I picked up right where it left off.
Yeah, no, episode 1 was great. I watched it twice, I think.
Yeah, Nate's got some balls now.
Yeah, what happened to Nate, man? He was so meek last season. He's coming in trying to fire people.
Hey, look, man, he's a coach now.
He's all about it.
He's drunk with power.
I know.
He is. He really is.
He was. Yeah, he was treating that equipment guy like shit. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to be that guy.
Yeah, I was that guy. Oh, man. And then, yeah, we're going to finish it up with the Gold Cup, the soccer tournament. The U.S. men's national soccer team beat Qatar 1-0. Should have lost like 10-0. Qatar can't finish. I mean, they had so many opportunities. It was like
Matt Turner had an amazing first half too.
Yeah, the keeper saved our ass. But I was watching. I was like, how the fuck are we not losing this game?
I honestly can't believe we won. Still, I'm still ecstatic that we made it through.
Yeah, so we made it through to the final. Mexico beat Canada last night. They scored a goal with like 30 seconds left in extra time. But, like, it never should have happened. They should have had a red card. There was some cheap shit going on. John? Yo.
We need to leave in 30 minutes.
Okay.
You realize that?
Yep.
No, you don't.
Anyway. Yeah, so we play Mexico in the final on Sunday.
Yeah, should be a good game. It'll be a fight for sure. It'll look a lot like that last one that we saw in the what was the CONCACAF Gold Cup or
The Nations League.
Nations League. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, except it's gonna be the B teams. So
Right. So we'll see how it goes. The young guys are gonna have to step up. We barely squeezed by last night. I mean,
I couldn't believe it.
The whole play leading up to that goal was really, really fortunate for us.
Yeah, the ball just like happened to fall.
Yeah,
where it needed to
E
Jackie turned, that guy fell down. Jossie happened to be in the right spot for once and then tapped it in. So
Damn.
Yeah. So, but that game versus Mexico on Sunday night is going to be hard and physical as
sure.
fuck. Like,
It's gonna be a fight.
there's going to be a fight
for sure,
I have
at
to
least
imagine.
one.
Yeah, for sure. So tune into that. But yeah, I'm going to go live tomorrow on the beach when we play the games. We'll let everybody see it. And yeah, we'll report back next week. Ev, thanks for joining us. Scarecrow.
Yep, Scarecrow.
Have fun at
Thanks for coming, boys.
Stoked to be here.
Yeah,
We'll catch you
appreciate it.
guys next week.
Yeah.
All right, man. Later.